Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Ox Talks. Thanks for watching the show. Appreciate you guys liking these videos. Please share them with everybody you know, family, friends, coworkers, colleagues. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you think you're subscribed, please just make sure you still are subscribed. Some people have been getting miraculously unsubscribed from the channel. So let's keep growing. Let's keep getting the word out, building this community. I want to share with you a story today that encapsulates or basically summarizes, if you will, the sheer number of business failures and business closures around this country as of late. And when you see it in this kind of layout, it truly is mind-blowing. And it's not stopping anytime soon, okay? It doesn't matter what the stock market's doing. Doesn't matter what the financial and mainstream cheerleaders are telling you. Things are rough. Consumers are having to cut back because they can't afford things anymore. Everything's too expensive. We know that. So yes, I do preach starting your own business, although we see business failures all the time, as a means of providing yourself with another source of income, all right? A side hustle, if you will, in case you find yourself, let's say victim of layoffs or a victim of an unforeseen circumstance in your life that affects you or a family member or loved one, and you may need to fall back on that side hustle, okay? So it's a little bit of different strategy, and I always do tell you when you're starting a new business to do it smart. Don't go into debt. Don't over leverage yourself. Start small and build your way up, okay? But let me share the article with you from CNN that came out today. It says, consumers reach their breaking point, forcing retailers to shutter stores at a worrying pace, it says. It says Family Dollar has announced 677 store closings this year. Walgreens is closing down 259 stores. Big Lots is closing 360 stores. LL Flooring is shutting down entirely. Major retailers have announced 6,189 store closures so far this year, already outpacing last year's total of 5,553, according to CoreSite Research. Chains are on the track to close the highest number of stores in 2024 than any year since 2020, when the COVID-19 pandemic decimated the industry. It says closures have picked up this year because the retail sector's sugar high of 2021 and 2022, when consumers, it says, were snapping up new couches, TVs, and clothing, has ended. Companies have raised prices higher than many consumers can afford to pay, and interest rates have soared, making it more expensive to borrow money for big ticket items or to get a mortgage or even a car loan, the article says. Consumers have reached their breaking point and are pulling back on items they don't absolutely need. This is after years of overexpanding and failed strategies like Dollar Tree's $8.5 billion acquisition of Family Dollar. This is coming back to bite some chains. Competition, it says, from juggernauts like Amazon, Walmart, Costco, and Home Depot, and other big box retailers, has also squeezed smaller chains and mom and pop businesses. And again, leave your comments below. If you are a small business owner, where in this country, what is your business? Is it flourishing? Is it struggling? What's going on? We'd love to hear what's happening, to get our finger on the pulse of small business around this country. I'm a small business owner. And mom and pop businesses is what basically this country was built on. And it is sad to see that these big box retailers have simply just outpriced, basically these smaller businesses. But scale of Amazon, Walmart, and others can crush smaller companies. Bigger chains can buy larger quantities of goods at a steeper discount than smaller players, and they can put vast sums of money into technology improvements, and even medium-sized retailers can't afford, which widens the gap even further. It says retailers big and small also expanded much more than they probably should have. The United States has nearly double the amount of retail space per square foot compared to other countries. So let me talk about what was going on in 2017 and 18. Because if you look back, the slowdown, things were already starting to really fail, okay? Before the pandemic hit, and then miraculously the printing presses turned on full speed, and everybody got free money and handouts, and that juiced the economy. This is in 2017 and 2018. Retailers closed a combined 13,400 stores, according to CoreSite. Retailers closed a record 9,800 stores in 2019. Payless, Gymboree, Charlotte Russe, and Shopko all filed for bankruptcy that year. That's amazing because it shows things were already heading into basically recession in this country, okay? And then, of course, the pandemic derailed that. Since the beginning of the pandemic in 2020, did flush out some of the remaining weaker chains like Sears, JCPenney, and Pier 1, and others that filed for bankruptcy and closed stores. Around 9,700 stores closed in 2020, according to CoreSite. Retailers that made it through got a boost in 2021 and 2022 from extra federal stimulus payments and revenge spending, it says, among consumers eager to shop after being obviously locked in their homes. But this turned out to be a blip, says, rather than a permanent improvement. Chains that were struggling before the pandemic are once again faltering at high interest rates as high interest rates inflate the debt payments and price hikes weigh on many consumers. Inflation, it says, getting back to normal, but prices are still up around 20% from 2020. Again, I don't necessarily agree with that comment that inflation is getting back to normal. It depends on what you're talking about. Inflation in food, inflation in auto insurance, inflation in medical insurance, and a whole lot of other things. I don't think it's coming down. I think it's still going up. Leave your comment below. More than 80 companies that sell discretionary goods have filed for bankruptcy through September of this year, up 27% from a year ago. That's a massive increase as the sector continues to be hit hard by increasingly budget-conscious consumers, according to the S&P Global Market Intelligence survey or findings. Tupperware, Big Lots, and Joann Fabrics have been among the largest consumer bankruptcies. This is a similar shift is also playing out, we cover all the time on this channel, in the restaurant industry, where consumers looking to save money have pulled back on dining out. Casual dining restaurant chains have struggled as consumers eat at home or gravitate towards cheaper, fast, casual restaurants, such as Chipotle and Chick-fil-A. We shared a story a week ago about McDonald's, the company that produces the McDonald's French fries, is shuttering a factory because they're not getting enough French fries from McDonald's. So consumers are not necessarily transferring over from just casual dining to fast food. They're cutting it out altogether. Red Lobster, Roti, Tijuana Flats, Buca de Beppo, and other restaurant chains have filed for bankruptcy this year and closed hundreds of restaurants. Denny's said this week it's closing 150 restaurants. We did a show on that. Go back and check it out. Everyone has lost traffic. Everyone, according to Denny's CEO Kelly Valade, said this week. Smaller discount retailers that cater to lower and middle income shoppers are under the most pressure, it says, particularly from the pressures from Walmart. While lower and middle income shoppers have traditionally formed the core of Walmart's customer base, it says the chain's market share of people making more than $100,000 a year has grown recently. Family Dollar hit trouble as its core. Family Dollar now says hit trouble as its core income customers, low-income customers, struggle to afford basic necessities and dial back their spending. Other discount chains, it says, have faced similar challenges. Big Lots filed for bankruptcy in September and has closed 360 stores. 99-cent store, 99 cents only, went out of business permanently and closed 371 locations. Drugstores, talked about drugstores also. They're shrinking. CVS, Walgreens, and Rite Aid have announced 945 closures this year combined, according to CoreSite. So I just thought it was a opportunity to share that story with you going into the weekend, summarizing something we all know is happening. And one of the viewers, whoever you are, leave a comment the other day, left a comment in a video saying that things will get worse before they get worse. And that was the description for the video today. I got a kick out of that, but really it's not funny because things are bad. Things are bad for a lot of people around this country, and keep everybody in your prayers. Let's keep working, toward being awake, working toward, working on our financial security, our backup plans, our side gigs, our preps, our food and water, our security, all those things we have to have in order when, not if, when things get worser, okay? With that being said, I'll leave it at about 10 minutes today. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day today. Again, sorry to share gloomy news, but again, it is just reality, and I would not be surprised to see this trend continue throughout the year and into next year, okay? That being said, talk to y'all soon. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Bye.